Hey everybody, what's going on? This is TwoHeadedFlounder. Welcome back to some more TCGO. Today we're going to be taking a look at Lost March. So my original recording for this has apparently been corrupted. So this is no longer my first time playing Lost March, but my second time. So if that really matters. But yeah, this was the initial first time me playing Lost March. My deck's a little weird. I noticed some things that I really didn't like about my deck while playing it. So I have made some changes. And hopefully that this one just works out a whole lot better. So of course we have our typical lineup of Lost Marchers, the 4 Trumby for the ability to put it into the Lost Zone, the 4/4/4 line of Jump Bluff so we can use Lost March, and of course Skip Bloom having the ability to discard guys into the Lost Zone. And then we have the Not To, which of course is our secondary attacker, or main attacker sometimes. Playing the 4 copy of Emolga because Nestle Gathering just searched out an Emolga, so we can use that to Lost Plunder and not get rid of our valuable resources. And we're playing a 1 off of Marshadow. I don't know if people still play Marshadow in the deck or not. I just put it in just because, and it's kind of been useful, sometimes not really, but it's fine. Playing 4 copy of Great Balls, we can search out our Pokemon without having to discard things. 2 copy of Nest Ball and 2 copy of Net Ball. I like the split here because of this one I can either grab a Hoppip if I really need to, or the Grass Energy, which is very, very nice. Playing 4 copies of Lost Plunder because, I mean, it's probably one of the more important cards in the deck. It's a draw 1 for a discard 2. Not the best, but it'll do. We have a copy of Palpad because I do not play any deck without a copy of Palpad. It's my favorite card in the format. A copy of Rescue Stretcher because sometimes we're going to want to get back maybe Marshadow to reuse its ability, a Not To attack, or maybe grab the Emolga that we had to discard another way, so it's fine. Got 3 copies of Cynthia. I did notice when I was playing a lower count that I would dead hand a lot, so we upped the count a little bit. A copy of Erica's Hospitality, just because. 3 copies of Guzma. So I actually played a game where having like the 3rd Guzman in deck would have been like super beneficial. So I actually went ahead and got rid of a Nest Ball for this. So hopefully that'll work out well. 4 copies of Lily because we're kind of going off of a Lily engine. I know we got some weird cards in the deck that are going to kind of like interrupt that. But we're hoping for the best. 2 copies of Choice Band. It's not a necessity for the deck at all. But I like it just because I don't have to worry about not having enough guys sometimes. So that's really nice. 4 copies of Double Colorless, and 4 copies of Grass. I know the original was like 4/3. I just like having Grass Energy available to me and not having to worry about it. So, with all of that being said, let's go get some games with this. This is a very, very powerful deck. And so hopefully we just don't get bad matchups. I've been running into a lot of weird non-GX decks. I mean, that's what this deck preys upon. It preys upon anybody playing a GX so we can take 2 prizes while they only take 1. But I've been playing against a whole bunch of just random non-GX decks lately, and it has been throwing me off. So I think we're going to want to put Natsu in the active here, just because I want to try and get that into a Jump Bluff. Getting Jump Bluff is super beneficial for this deck, because not only do you get your main attacker, your stronger attacker, you get the additional benefit of putting both Hoppip and Skip Bloom into the Lost Zone. So that is very nice. And we are seeing that we have a retreat cost now, which is perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and use Trumbeak's ability, maybe hit something. Alright, well, they got a Nest Ball for the next turn, that's for sure. Hopefully, maybe they have a dead hand and we don't have to worry too much about it. But we are going to Great Ball, and we're going to fail it because we don't necessarily want to have a Jump Bluff in our hand at all. And I guess we Lily, because Lilying for 5 on the turn 1 is usually pretty good. We're going to put down the Emolga and use the ability right away so we can grab another Emolga. I don't know if we necessarily use it now or not. I kind of want a Marshadow just because, but I mean, it probably wouldn't be the best idea in the world. I'm just trying to think if Lost Blendering a Jump Bluff and Emolga is like the correct play now. I'm going to do it just because I want to at least turn 1 get some guys in there. And then we get another jump fluff in hand. Awesome. Alright, so I think we're going to have to go ahead and pass. Does not look like our opponent is going to be able to do too much to try and knock us out here. Seeing how they have a Vulpix that has a free attack and also can't do enough damage. But maybe we see something else. Oh, so are we going against a Charizard deck? Interesting. I would not have thought to put Alolan Vulpix in it, I guess. I don't know. So this is one of those weird situations. At this point, do I Cynthia or do I Marshadow him? Because then I just kind of mess up his whole plan. I'm going to go ahead with the Marshadow in hopes that this doesn't like mess me up entirely, and hopefully I can draw into a supporter. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get rid of his Charizards, and it wasn't bad at all. So we have Cynthia for turn, and we are going to go ahead and Nest Ball here. Probably grab another Hoppip. Fortunately, can't evolve that one, but that's fine. Go ahead and get our ability off here. Grab a Jump Bluff. And we get the ball a-rolling. So we got quite a bit of Pokemon in there now. We got 5 in there, so we're doing 200 damage at the moment. Not bad. We will go ahead and Cynthia. Don't forget to Nuzly Gathering here. Or do we? I don't know. Well, we'll definitely Trumbeak just to try and mess them up. Alright, well, we know they have a Ditto. So that's good news, I guess. Well, we have the energy to attack, so we're definitely going to attack. Go ahead and... I'm still trying to debate whether or not this is the appropriate play for now. Because, of course, next turn we want a Lily. So why don't we hold off on that, and I'm going to bench the Hoppip, because I don't think there's a reason not to. Get it? Not to. Alright, so let's go ahead and Lost March for the knockout. We're taking the first prize, which is usually a good sign in these decks, because unless they have some way of doing like insane snipe damage, we need to take the first knockout against these decks. So that's very important. So that's actually pretty nice. We're going to see the Ditto Prism come down. A Timer Ball is going to be used. 2 heads. Okay, some pretty good luck there. We're going to see if maybe they grab Charizard and Charmeleon, or okay, they're going to grab Alolan Ninetales. They can't really use the Ninetales just yet, but they could evolve into... Yep, okay, get the rare candy. Could evolve into the Charizard. And Charizard is getting a knockout here because it has the ability to get the energy, but it has enough energy anyway, so it's fine. So I'm assuming we probably go with Jump Bluff regardless of not having free retreat anymore because of reasons. Okay, so now we go ahead and definitely Nuzly Gathering. No, hold on. We're gonna use Great Ball. We're gonna grab a Not-2, so we have another attacker, because he's definitely going on to the bench for sure. I could just draw more here if I don't Nuzly Gathering, so I'm going to opt to do that instead. We could still hit another Lost Blunder anyways, so that's fine. And I think we Lily for 5. And I whiffed all energy. That's super unfortunate. Go ahead and use the Floral Path of the Sky ability. I mean, we're getting Pokemon in the Lost Zone, but not hitting an energy and getting the knockout on Charizard here is, like, crucial. So, I don't know what to do about that. We'll go ahead and Nuzly Gathering. Got no more in there. Did I get rid of them all? Oh, we got one prized. Okay. So, yeah, this is an interesting one. Do we have enough regardless? It's 4, 5, 7, 10. Yeah, we were doing 200 damage here. So that is just super unfortunate. The fact that we haven't even seen a netball either is just a little weird. And, of course, they're like the top 7 cards. Yay. Well, we'll grab the Skiploom and evolve into it, I guess. I guess that's going to be our turn here. we might actually manually evolve into Jumpluff next turn. Yeah, so that's super unfortunate because our opponent here is going to actually be able to evolve into the Alolan Ninetales, grab 2 item cards. It might just be like double Nest Ball or something, trying to get more Pokemon in play, but they're also going to take a knockout. They also have Lily for turn, so super unfortunate. They're definitely going to get Pokemon into play this turn, which not a big fan of, not going to lie, because we had a knockout, but it's fine, game. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're just going to see Nest Ball, Rare Candy. So we're probably seeing a follow-up turn with another Charizard coming into play. It literally attaches energy to itself with energy acceleration, so of course it's going to be able to attack. Our only hopes here are that they don't get a third Charizard in the next turn. That is going to really kind of mess things up. Also, we kind of have to draw into something. I don't know if anybody has realized that, but drawing into an energy or a supporter here is very, very crucial. So let's go ahead and throw up the Jumpluff. I mean, I don't know who I'd throw up here because I don't have free retreat, and it's a pain, but we'll do this for now. And we got a Lost Splendor, so that's nice. What do I Lost Splendor though? I'd really like to throw Natu down on the bench. I guess we haven't discarded a Natu yet. Well, into the Lost Zone, so it's fine if we get rid of that for now. But yeah, we need something big here, game. Okay, that's not big at all. I hate to waste the Guzma, but like, I kind of need to stall here. So we're gonna this is a 2. Okay, we have to stall, so we're gonna pull that up and leave it there. And you can knock out a Molga if you really want to. I don't care about a Molga. But yeah, oh, just the whiffing. The whiffing is super bad right now. How many supporters do we have left? A lot, right? We have 2 Lily left. We have 2 Cynthia left. We have a copy of Erica in there. Also, we have 7 energy left in there. So not hitting any of those things is super weird right now. And super unfortunate at the very least. He's going to bench another Vulpix. Which is fine. And we're going to see a Fire Energy be attached to the Ninetales, which I'm curious about. You're going to try manually retreat on the next turn. We're going to see another Charizard come into play. And a pass. Okay, so a Lost Splendor. Nice. My favorite card to see right now. That's a hard pass for us, boyo. Take your turn. So the thing here is they don't really have to worry about too much. If they have the other Fire Energy in hand, good for them. They're going to be able to retreat and then use the ability. But if they don't, then good for us. I don't know. Is it good for us? We have a Volga stuck in the active, so it's not like we can even attack the Ninetales. So yeah. I have to assume we're seeing something here, but I don't know. 1 Fire Energy attachment. Okay. So they must be running low. We're actually going to see Acerola pick up the Charizard. Okay. Weird. Okay, so so we're going to see the active. Maybe they didn't have a whole lot in there, and that's why they didn't want to. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out these plays already. So we're going to see the 1 attached to that. We're going to see the retreat and the knockout this turn. The 1 plus I can say about this matchup is our opponent is playing a GX, so that's a free 2 prizes for us eventually, but we have to kind of get there. So up you go, Jumpluff. Don't fail me. Grass Energy, nice. We can attack. Awesome. Finally. But I have to imagine they have another Charizard in hand. So please, game, please, Cynthia. Please, some Nest Ball. That doesn't really help this this late into the game, unfortunately. We've pretty much gotten rid of all of our attackers. So we're going to see Fire Energy come down to the Charmander on the bench, a Lily. I have to imagine they don't whiff at all here. So we'll see what happens. We could still potentially win this. At the very least, we're low. Oh, okay. They're going to scoop. So I think they were running super low on energy. I think they probably, I mean, at that point, if you scoop, I think you miss Rare Candy Charizard. Because that's super crucial to the deck, obviously, for obvious reasons. But, hey, that's what Lost March does. It takes no, I can't. It takes no prisoners. Jeez. I'm like losing my mind today. I woke up super early for work thinking I had to go in early, and I don't. And we're making Pokemon videos instead. Alright, we won the coin flip again. So hopefully this time around we don't dead draw. And that would have been a perfect hand. But we can't. Well, I mean, if they were Hoppips, they would have been a perfect hand. I mean, I'm just looking because Lily, Lost Blender, we have an energy attachment in S-Ball. It seemed like it would have been solid enough, but hey, whatever. This one is a little worse, but still doable, I think. So, yeah. Let's get this show started, shall we? Please top deck a Lily. Please top deck a Lily. Please top deck like anything. Cynthia, I'll take a Cynthia right now. I don't really want a couple of these cards in my hand. Yeah. Move. Okay, so this is why I was a little worried, because we're going to have to Erica. And we're not going to get many cards from it. So let's go ahead and Mountain Pass. And we don't discard anything. We see a Lunala GX, though. Weird. And, okay. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this one. So let's go ahead and Erica for those whopping 2 cards. Alright, so we're gonna have to do hard pass this turn because this is not looking so hot. I know that people seem to find Lost March inconsistent. It's not as good as something like Night March. But yeah, I mean, sometimes the deck's super consistent. Sometimes we just get turns like this, and I'm like, okay, what do I do here? Obviously, we're evolving the Skiploom into Jumpluff, but do we have evolve the active and try and get an attack off? The stadium actually helps us out a lot here. If we don't mind discarding like 1 card for an energy, pretty useful. But yeah, doesn't really look like a whole lot's going on their side, and a hard pass. So with Cynthia, think the Lord above. Cynthia, you are a blessing in disguise. So why don't we Floral Path to the Sky, grab us a Jumpluff, put that down. I want to look at our Pokemon. So we got all our Hoppips. We have 3 of our Skiploom. We have 3 of our we have all of our Jumpluff. We're missing a Natu. Missing a Trumbeak. Other than that, we're looking kind of okay. We're missing 1 Grass Energy. So, that's fine. I'm going to attach the energy for turn because I'm hoping that we will be able to get a knockout, do some damage, do something here. Okay, so we will go ahead and drop Emolga. We are going to Nest Ball, probably for a Hoppip. We're going to drop down the Natu because it can attack on the next turn. We will Great Ball to see if we can get another Skiploom. Unfortunately, we don't. I will grab the Natu though, and we can throw that onto the bench. Yeah, that should be fine. Unfortunately, we're not. Oh, I forgot we had the Trumbeak earlier. We are getting a knockout here, so at the very least, we're taking the first prize, which is always a nice thing. You always want to take the first prize. And a skip loop. Okay, so that's actually useful because we can play that down next turn and Lily for a whole bunch more. And we don't have to worry about not drawing as much with Lily. We have attachment to not 2, which can actually hit the opponent's deck for weakness on some of their guys. Unfortunately, we can't hit this because this is weak to dark, but can hit the Malamar, so that's nice. Which I'm wondering if we will see a yeah, we'll definitely see a Malamar because he can just use the invasion and then get that out of the active after attaching to it. So yeah, we'll definitely see that happen, and we'll still see a knockout on us here. I think he could actually use his GX attack and like benefit from here. So we'll see if that actually goes through. That might actually, like, yeah. I was going to say that might actually be the correct play because I think that just means we can't hurt him this turn at all, which is super weird and unfortunate for us. But maybe we can do something. So, unfortunately, we drew another skip loop. Oh, not unfortunately. What am I talking about? We have one in the active, and I evolved the bench one for some stupid reason. Let's go ahead and Floral Path of the Sky. Twice this turn. Get a whole bunch of Night Marchers in there. So, the good thing about this situation is, even though that we're not going to be able to do any damage to him this turn, we're okay because, yeah, I just want to double check. It's hard to read these, like, full art text. You can only use this if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent. All effects of attacks, including damage. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to double check. I was pretty sure I knew what it did, but I wanted to double check. Drop an energy down so we can Lily for the maximum. Because we can't attack anyways. We're just going to retreat until Molga here. I don't think I really want Great Ball. I don't know what I would even want a Great Ball for, but I will go ahead and Nuzly Gathering just to not draw into one next turn. And I think we are going to retreat into Emolga, because if he wants to attack again and he wants to attack, he's going to knock out an Emolga, and it's not a very important guy to us. We could see Guzma. Guzma would allow him to pull up Natu and then just come knock it out, but also there's no problem there. He might not have a supporter in hand. We're going to see the Psychic Recharge to the bench. I was going to call it Dustox. Cosmog. Jeez. I was looking at him like, it's a ball of dust, right? Dustox. No, that would be a bug type moth. Alright, so we're going to see the use of Radiant Force for a Psychic Energy attaching to the Cosmog. Will we see a supporter, though? Any supporter in his deck probably would suffice at this point in time. Nope, we do not. So we will be sending up Jump Bluff because of the free retreat. But yeah, we're kind of in a weird predicament because I really need a Lost Blunder or something here. This could actually be huge if we hit a supporter. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Goodbye, Lily. Oh, we share a Lost Zone? That's super weird. Alright, so we are doing 160 right now. So we need like Choice Band. We need a few things, I guess. Let's go ahead and Great Ball. We can grab Natu. I'm a little worried that he's playing like one copy of like Ultra Necrozma and then like just wipe my board. I'm gonna put Natu down. Put the double colorless down, and I'm gonna send the literally a few cards could just work out super well here. Alright, so let's go ahead and Netball. I'm gonna grab the Hoppip, so that way I can actually do some stuff here. I just want to like double check my math. So that's 5, that's 8, 8 times 2 is 160. That would be 180 with just 1 in the discard pile. I don't necessarily want to get rid of Marshadow, but I don't know if I have to really use Marshadow here. I guess it doesn't hurt to put it in there just for damage sake. Alright, we will go ahead and retreat. Go out to not to and get a knockout here for 200 damage. So we're back in this one, in the lead, so that's nice. Again though, really would hate to see like Ultra Necrozma come down. And that would scare me. That would scare me a whole lot. You'd have to get into the active though. So we're going to see a psychic recharge to Malamar in hopes of staying in this one, and a rare candy. Okay, so we're going to see the Blue Knowledge EX come out. This one is often like you can move the energy and knock out. Well, you can't use that. Defending Pokemon can't be healed. Okay, so Tate and Liza for a fresh hand of 5. They can attack us, but I mean, like, sure. We can Lost Splendor this turn to try and get a couple more guys in there, but we're gonna have to hit like 1 copy of Choice Band this turn. And this is why I do play the Choice Band. Alright, so let's go ahead and Great Ball in hopes of grabbing a Pokemon. We'll grab Jumpluff. I don't think Jumpluff is going to be too important. So let's go ahead and get rid of these 2. There's the Choice Band. Perfect. I want to attach it there. I think I want to keep like a Jumpluff healthy and alive if possible. So let's go ahead and do that. Did we discard a Natu earlier? We did. I don't think we have any basic Pokemon in the deck besides Emolga, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab it regardless. And we will Lily for a new hand. Okay, so go ahead and Snuggly Gathering. I mean, this was like the perfect turn. We have literally enough damage everywhere to like just get the knockout, so that's nice. But yeah, doesn't always work out this fantastically. And we're gonna see our opponent scoop. So yeah, they knew that we had a knockout regardless, and there was some things that they were gonna have to worry about. We'll get one more game with this deck and call it a day. I think this is some pretty good progress I'm making on this little versus rewards ladder here. It's very nice getting that nice Mewtwo EX that is no longer playable. And we're gonna see. I'm on a win streak, so you gotta watch out, mister. We got a 2 win streak under our belt. Lost March ain't nothing to mess with. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Mewtwo is like no longer playable. Like it kind of dies and expanded very easily. All right, so I think, I'm not sure though. I think we have a double Jumpluff turn ahead of us. Hopefully, right? Okay. So, well, actually, they're in our hands, so no, not really. Yeah, I gotta kind of remember that, huh? All right. Well, at the very least, we got like 3 Hoppips turn 1. Oh, thank God for the mulligans. You're a lifesaver. You are a lifesaver. We'll drop Natu down too. All right. So, what do we do first? I'd like to Lily, but our hand's kind of large. Well, we can Nest Ball and go ahead and grab an Emolga. I'm trying to figure. I should have Great Balled first and see what we grabbed and then Nest Ball, but hopefully we can grab a Hoppip with this. It's another Emolga. No, that's what I was fearing when I realized I misplayed it. We'll drop Natu down. Let's Lily for 5 and hope for the best. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and Mountain Pass here. Alright, well, that's not going to be too useful, but at least we got 1 Pokemon to the Lost Zone here. we can go ahead and Nuzzly Gathering and grab an Emolga. I think we hold off because I kind of want to see what happens next turn. So why don't we hold off and just pass? We don't have anything really like coming down at this point. Our opponent might be going like, oh, they might not have anything good in their hand. Also, because we can just double Lost Splendor Emolgas, so that's fine. That is a holographic card. What is that? Meltan. Okay, so we're going against a Melmetal GX, which I have actually not seen yet. So, unfortunately for us, not to will not be super good in this matchup. But he can still hit for good numbers. Main attacker is definitely going to want to be the Jumpluffs, so keeping them healthy and alive is ideal. I love to see a Lele, I really do, because, I mean, for being perfectly honest, it makes me happy, because then I know it's a nice, easy to prize later. I just have to worry about not damaging it, so that way they can't use a roll at it. We're going to see a Lily turn 1. We're going to see another Magnemite and another Meltan come down. I was hoping that they wouldn't play a second Magnemite because I was really hoping to knock it out, but we're going to see Searching Magnet. Search your deck for 3 metal energies. Put them in your hand. Alright, well, that's fine. Okay, so I want to search the deck. So let's go ahead and Nuzzly. I mean, we're going to Nuzzly Gathering anyways. So we do have 2 Jumpluff in there, so I just got to make sure I don't do the 3rd evolution. We have 3 Cynthia, we have 3 Lilies, we prized 1 Lily, we prized the Guzma, and we prized the Trumbeak. Alright. So hopefully the Choice Man actually is useful in this matchup because of the Psychic Resistance. Also, hopefully we can draw into something good. So I think what we're going to do is thin out the deck a little by getting those Jumpluffs into play. So we don't have to draw into a 3rd Jumpluff. That would not be super good. We will Floral Path to the Sky, grabbing a Jumpluff. Yeah, a couple things that would be really nice right now. Cynthia and Marshadow. So if we can draw into either of those, we don't have Marshadow. So if we can draw into Cynthia, that would be ideal. Very, very ideal. So, okay. So we're gonna Lost Splendor the 2 Emolga. And we're gonna get a Trumbeak. So let's go ahead and use it. Get rid of that Judge. Might not really be the most useful thing in the world for our opponent, but I mean, we're getting rid of it, so. So right now we are at 160 damage. So why don't we go ahead? I mean, we kind of have to at this point, right? Go ahead and attack with not to. So we will retreat and get a knockout on the Magnemite. Yeah, we're gonna keep Netball, just because I don't know if I really want to grab a Hoppip or an Energy at this point. We're gonna have to see what we draw into, but 140 turn, our turn 1 attack, our 2nd turn, is not bad. I mean, it's technically 160, but with the resistance, so it's not going to be hard for our opponent to get the Metal GX into play at all. But it's going to be harder for them to get the Magnezone, but maybe they have Candy Magnezone in hand. I think we're going to see maybe the GX attack. If they whiff Magnezone, I don't know if they'll be able to not get enough energy into play. Attach any number of mental energies from your script out to this Pokemon. Attack does 20 more damage for each amount. Pokemon takes 30 less damage from your attacks. Okay. Good to keep in mind. So he'll power himself up, but I'm hoping. I mean, we have Lily now. We grabbed Lily off the prizes, so that's nice. So hopefully we can do something here. I would really like to get like Choice Man and some other stuff. Alright, so we have a Grass Energy, so that's nice. We're going to go ahead and attach that. We're going to go ahead and netball for a Hoppip because we have Lily in hand. We have to, and we don't have Marshadow, so we can pretty much fill up our bench here. No worries. And we will Lily for 3. And not a whole lot that I was really looking for. There's the choice band, so that's nice. But yeah, kind of unfortunate. So I'm thinking our opponent might be playing like max potions in the deck, which kind of like scares me a little bit. And we didn't get any more in there. So at best, all we can do is 160 this turn. So I'm thinking I kind of want... Well, I'm going to Nuzzly Gathering. Okay, so we got no more Emolga left. That's good to know. We only discard 2 of them, right? So the ones I'm surprised. I think we're just going to Lost March here. I know it's not going to do a whole lot of damage, but it puts it into a KO territory, and that's nice. So it's kind of forced to attack, at least. And we're going to see Cynthia come down. We might actually finally see Magnezone come into play. Another Metal Frying Pan coming down to the active, so that's a little scary. So it's minus 60 damage right now. So it's something we have to worry about a little bit. I have to make sure I do my math appropriately. We'll evolve into you. So I'd rather not give up a jump bluff here. So I want to make sure I do my math right. We're still at 160, so we're at 100 damage because of the stuff. If I attach Choice Band to Not-2, attack with Not-2, obviously Jump Bluff is our like go-to attacker. You could just Guzma around it though. So, and I don't know if it's the appropriate play, but we could do stuff. By getting them into the discard pile, or the lost zone, we just wouldn't get the Jump Bluff into play, and that's what I'm like afraid of. Getting Jump Bluff is super important in this matchup. But, and I really hate to do this. I really hate to do this, but I think we kinda are in a tough predicament. So let's just take the knockout. Hope that our 2 prize cards give us any sort of supporter that we could use, any card we could use. Guzma's nice. Just to have. But I guess the Trumbeak is also pretty nice because we can just use its ability to get one into the discard pile. I'm super just scared of not getting a 3rd Jump Bluff in play this game. Even with Not-2, I know Not-2 can do lots of damage and stuff, but yeah. Alright, so we'll definitely go ahead and use Trumbeak's ability. We never really hit anything. What was I expecting? Not that we really need to, but still. We could just evolve straight into Jump Bluff and like just have it, but I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm gonna do it in hopes of like it be beneficial, but yeah, I'm still not too sure. We'll go ahead and drop that down. I'm debating on whether or not to put down the other Not-2. But I want to draw more with Lily. Actually, what are we hitting? So we're hitting 180 to 10. It has the ability in the Metal Frying Pan though, so we can't even knock it out regardless with anything. So, but we could get damage onto it this turn. Is getting damage onto it more important than Lilying? Probably. So why don't we go ahead and pull it up And we will send out... We'll send out Jump Bluff. I want to make sure we get a lot of damage on it. I don't want to play any games with resistance and like minus a lot of damage. I mean, we're only hitting for 120 here, so what would we be hitting for resistance? 100? That's not really good for 2-hit KOing. This is a lot better for 2-hit KOing. So we're actually going to see a Magnet Tom come down. No Magnet Zone yet, which is kind of funny to think about. So he also needs a few energy in play here to even do much. And he's gonna pass. So that's really unfortunate. Sorry, dude. It happens. It's not nice that it happens, but it happens. We'll go ahead and drop the energy onto the Jump Bluff so we have just guaranteed attack for the next turn, and we will Lost March for another knockout. I really do like Melmetal. I think that it has a lot of potential in the game, but at the same time, I don't think it's like the best. I think having a 4 energy attack cost is super rough. I understand why. It does 110 plus 20 more for each one. It hits pretty hard, but I don't know. I think that once Lucario Melmetal tag team comes out, that it might be like a very, very scary dominant deck in the format. But I think until then, we don't really have to worry about too much. Alright, so we're actually going to see a Magnet Zone come up into the active. It doesn't really matter. We have game at this point. Our opponent can't really come back from this, but it's always fun to see someone using some... Oh, no, I thought they would actually go ahead and attack with the Melmetal, jeez. The Magnet Zone here. Oh, maybe they still will. They have a lot of energy in here. Alright, cool. Zap Cannon, awesome. If you're gonna go out, you go out in style, dude. Just unfortunate ways things happen, right? So let's just go ahead and pull up Lele just to kill Lele. And we're gonna go ahead and kill it with you only because you have the thing. Attach that. Why am I still playing? Just on the off chance I kind of screwed up. Like, if I screwed up, then, you know, kind of stinks. Yeah, so let's Lost March. I don't know how I would have screwed up, but, you know, sometimes some weird things happen and you don't read the cards fully. Alright, well, that's 3 wins with Lost March. I think the deck's super strong, obviously. It hits for 200 something damage, like turn 2 sometimes, but, yeah, it's a really crazy good deck. It's still viable, and yeah. Alright, well, that's going to be the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't think that I have the optimal build for it. I do ever think that the 3rd Lysander in the deck is actually kind of nice. Playing with 2 seems a little iffy to me, not being able to draw into it, because again, I've been in situations where if I had the 3rd one in the deck, it would have been more useful. Changes that I might make at this point in time, I could probably see dropping a choice band and maybe adding something for more consistency. Not sure what that would be, but trying to add something else for more consistency. I can definitely see dropping a Grass Energy also, but it's always nice to be able to draw into that. But anyways, that's going to be the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, stick around for more in the near future. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, comment, or subscribe on the channel. And I'll see you all next time.